What's going on, everybody? Visor Lizard here, back again with video number 2 for the day. This is going to be about limited. I said in my previous video, I've been getting my butt kicked in limited today. It's been bad. It's embarrassing. I'm taking L after L, and I was just getting frustrated. Everyone I played is using Steph Curry, and I cannot stop Steph Curry because of the limitations. And this kind of sucks, but I'll explain. So right now, you can use one diamond or one pink diamond, one amethyst, one ruby, and everything else has to be sapphire and below. So basically, if you take your team, you're basically allowed, one good card, one decent card, another all right card, and then the 2 other cards on your starting lineup basically have to be sapphires, which kind of sucks because there's some decent sapphires. But anyways, originally my team looked something. I had Chris Paul at the 1. I had T-Mac at the not Daryl Griffith. I had T-Mac at the 2. I had, I believe, Xavier McDaniel at the 3. At the 4, I had my homie, where is he? The GOAT, Jeff Green. And then at the 5, I was running, who was I running? Oh yeah, that's right. I was running Ryan Arcat. This was my original lineup, and I was just getting my butt spanked by people. And that's when I realized you got to make it all defensive based, because offense does not matter. Like, it literally, you could have the greatest offensive players ever, and it will not matter. So basically, if you guys are starting off, let's just make a brand new lineup. We're just going to call it, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to just make a limited lineup for you guys. Now, starting at the 1, I know a lot of people are running Steph Curry. So I definitely think Chris Paul, or even like a Michael Ray Richardson wouldn't be a terrible pickup. Now, Michael Ray Richardson is just defense. Now, he can shoot the mid-range, he can drive in, he can dunk, he has good ball control, but he has a 93 perimeter D, 93 steal. And he's also decently fast with that 88 speed. So this card is definitely going to get you that defense that you need if you're afraid of running into, Steph Curry. And you need just someone that's going to clamp him up. Now, you could also do Chris Paul. Now, I had him, and the issue I was running with, Chris Paul, for whatever reason, he just could not keep up with Steph. And I think it's just a height thing. But for now, we're going to start Chris Paul. Now, the other position that I think doesn't really matter is the center position. There's not a lot of people running, stretch bigs because you can't. They don't want to waste their amethyst or their pink diamond slot on a stretch big. So a lot of people just sit in the paint with their center all the time. That's all I had people doing. So if you could get a stretch big, so that's the other thing you could do. So instead of maybe Chris Paul, we could scroll all the way over here, and we did get a free card. Where was it? The 2 free cards, 2 free point guards you could get. Charlie Ward and Derek Harper. Now, Charlie Ward is actually pretty decent. He can shoot the 3. He doesn't have good ball control whatsoever, but that defense is definitely there. Now, Derek Harper is very similar in that sense. Can shoot the 3, has better ball control, just worse defense, and a little bit faster. So let's say we take Derek Harper. Let me get rid of this contract thing because I think it's really annoying. So let's say we take Derek Harper. Then what you can do is you can go over here and you can take Ralph LaFrance, you can take Bargnani, you can take whatever your favorite stretch big is. Now, I recommend this simply because, like I said, people are just sitting in the paint. They are camping in that paint because they're betting that, they're not going to have a stretch big either. And you can even go as far as taking, say, Luis Scola, who's a very solid stretch big. But for me, I like Ralph LaFrance, so we're going to take Ralph LaFrance. Now, we're going to move on. We do have our amethyst position, and we still have a diamond or pink diamond position. Now, this is going to be completely up to you. Now, my guess is most of you are going to have your amethyst or pink, your diamond, pink diamond, or amethyst, really, the shooting guard small forward position. There aren't a lot of good power forwards other than Bob Love, so we're just going to completely ignore that. So we have a shooting guard and small forward position to fill. Now, it all depends on who you guys have. I'm not going to tell you, oh, use this card, use that card, use this card. I can't tell you because it's all up to you at this point. So one's going to be your diamond, one's going to be your amethyst. Now, for me, I'd probably run my amethyst at the 3. Definitely, if you have Sean Elliott, if you have you know, a defensive player like, you know, Sean Elliott, who's, you know, decent at defense, or say even Mike Dunleavy isn't bad, or Kawhi, you know, you want a decent defensive player at your 3 or 2, simply because that's where people are going to have, you know, the most pink diamonds. That's where they're going to be running their best cards, is the 1, 2, or 3. They're not going to be wasting it down here. So then at the shooting guard position, now we still have our diamond or pink diamond. Now you could take CJ, you could take Shai Gilgeous, Daryl Griffith if you have it, is a really good card. T-Mac, of course. Otis Birdsong isn't a bad one, but I don't recommend him. He just isn't that good. Now for me personally, I'd probably take T-Mac just because I'm gonna get the most utility out of him. And of course, at the power forward position, this is where, you know, you start, you know, kind of budget balling it. I would go Jeff Green just because he's super well rounded. Now you could go Jared Jeffries. That's another card, but his 3-pointer is only at a 74. While Jeff Green's at a 79. You could also go someone like Shane Battier. He's another underrated card, you know, that you could use, you know, at the power forward position or even small forward. Now, the one thing I will say to you guys is, this is something to keep in mind, is dynamic duos, they don't affect it. So if we looked at that Shane Battier there, you know, if we go to Shane Battier, he has a dynamic duo with drawing a blank, but you know who I'm talking about, Chris Bosh. Why can I not think of Chris Bosh? Who I believe is right here. Now, if we slot him in, that just bumps him up to a sapphire, almost a ruby. It bumps Chris Bosh up to a ruby. Now, if we take a look at their stats, Chris Bosh now has an 85-3, a 90 mid, 78 block, 87 defensive rebound. Now, if we go to Shane Battier, check out his stats. He has an 88-3 now, 87 perimeter. Like, see what I'm getting at here? So in theory, you know, you could do something like this as well, which now opens up my ruby position to my point guard. And now I can run somebody like Chris Paul. And you could do this literally even on your bench. Another good combo that I've seen people running from when I played is if you go all the way over here and you take someone, say, sorry, I got an itch on my nose. If you take someone like Bruce Bowen, and he has a dynamic duo with Sapphire Robert Horry. Now that bumps him up to an Amethyst. Wow, this is really itchy. Bumps him up to an Amethyst, bumps Robert Horry up to a Ruby. Now gives Robert Horry a great 3, fantastic mid, boosts up his rebounding as well. It basically lets you run Robert Horry at power forward. Bruce Bowen's going to be your small forward. Bruce Bowen now has a 94 3-pointer, 99 perimeter defense. You know, it's really up to you. I definitely think that using dynamic duos this weekend is going to be the key to your success. I've started to learn that, you know, it seems like that seems to be how I'm going to be able to win these games, because like I said, now I have a Sapphire and an extra Ruby in my starting lineup that I wouldn't have had originally, and both of them can shoot 3s. Now I have a stretch big that I don't have to waste a Ruby on. I have Shane Battier, who can, like I said, he can shoot the 3, can play great defense in the perimeter or in the paint. And then of course I can always swap out other cards, you know, like it just use cards that you want to use, but keep defense in mind. Defense is key to winning this weekend. I'm going to keep saying that. But that's really all I had for you guys today. I hopefully should get a video up for you guys of gameplay of me tomorrow, or stream it tomorrow. I really want to stream. I really do. I just got to find time for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. And then of course, by the way, also think you don't need to run your bench. Most people don't run your bench. Just don't do it. But if you do run your bench, keep defense in mind. Just go straight defense with a little bit, like 3-and-D players is what you want. That's the key to this weekend. Keep that in mind. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below what you guys are running this weekend in Limited. If you got Steph Curry, definitely run that card. That card is busted. I'm mad at myself for not getting it. Subscribe if you're new here for daily content from yours truly. And until next time, peace, y'all.